You can see the numbers?
Mm-hmm. What number is right there? The first one.
1.
All right, shit.
I have my contacts in. I can't see. I think I have bootleg contacts.
You have bootleg contacts.
They fall out of my eyes every day.
Are your eyes, maybe your eyes aren't circle.
I'm doing something wrong.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be something wrong. Maybe there are some people whose eyes like aren't circle.
Really?
Yeah. And so you're probably not getting suction.
You need a custom pair. You need to get them.
Would you be self-conscious if your eyes weren't circle?
You got to get them tailored.
Yeah, different shaped eyes.
Yeah. Square.
Square eye. I know they fall out every day, at least one.
And then you lose it?
And then it's like,
Do they like literally
What
fall
contact?
out of your eye fully, or do they just kind of come loose?
Are they the ones that you have to throw away at the end of the day, or are they you rewear and wash?
Throw away.
Oh, that's kind of okay then.
Yeah.
Are you good at plopping them in?
No.
I've noticed.
No, I'm not good.
I didn't know that.
If I had to guess, I would have guessed it would be something you struggle
It's something
with,
I have
but-
to use a pincer grasp to place delicately in my eye.
Yeah, but while you aren't dexterous, you are brave.
Yeah, that's a good point. You are. Like, you'll keep going.
Thank you.
What you lack in dexterity, you make up for in bravery.
Yeah. Wait, you have to use a what? Like little tweezers?
Like a pincer grasp.
He's saying pinch. You just pinch.
Oh.
What's the type of grasp?
Well, you don't. It's no.
Mine's not.
How many types of grasp are there?
A
Kung
few,
Fu,
like
Kung Fu.
Thumb and index is the pincer.
That's pinch.
Pincer.
That's called the pincer
A
grasp.
pinch inflicts pain. It's a fine motor skill that you teach to babies.
Pincer.
Mm-hmm. Pick up Cheerio.
It's a Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon?
Yeah, it's a bug type. He's he's paired with Scyther a lot. They're the two original like cool bugs that don't evolve.
Mm.
You know Pincer.
Mm. Yeah.
It's also a famous like military move.
A pincer tech. Yeah.
Pincer technique.
Pincer, yeah, I guess. But it's also, I guess, how Kyle puts in his contacts.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you can't name a single other grasp.
Hand.
Shit. All right, 1-0.
Grabbing something.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and a grip? Because there's like
A grasp and a grip?
There's a Kung Fu
I think a
grip.
grip is a whole hand.
Yeah, I think so.
Or pussy.
Yeah.
Nice smirk.
That was chapter 1 of evaluating a baby.
How they grab things?
So we had an evaluation. I had a full kit of toys and items, and like they're gonna like just pick up a pellet.
Okay. But like
Right.
what there were how would you do that wrong?
That was like the most done thing.
But like what about with some kids
Highest
like going to
success
for a
rate.
pellet with 2 hands?
Even like babies would do it. Even like
So it's instinct.
You had a book
Disabled
called
babies.
Evaluating a Baby?
that wasn't the name of it.
No, he was saying the
obviously. I
first
was trying
chapter
to-
metaphorically.
Trying to get you to understand what it was.
He thought it was, he thought it was a literal first chapter.
He said I had a book that was evaluating a baby.
I had a book. The purpose was evaluating infants and toddlers.
Okay.
I don't know what the name was.
So it was an actual book? I thought it was just metaphorically the first chapter,
Ah.
the first page.
Look at me now.
Yeah, that's right.
You really confused me. All right. New Untold Story. A New Untold Story episode 488.
Episode 446.
Okay.
It is the area code of the Mexican state
Chihuahua.
of
What's it called? Wait, you're telling me this isn't all off dome?
Start over.
Okay. A New Untold Story episode 448.
Wait, clap. You gotta clap.
I got to clap again.
You want me to that's your reply to what I'm going to say. No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah, okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new untold story. A new untold story. It's a fresh bake untold story. A new untold story.
New Untold Story episode 448.
Episode 446. It is the area code, I guess, of the Mexican state of Querétaro.
No, how the fuck do you know that?
I just...
What? Holy shit, dude.
It's a great question because we just don't know Mexican states.
I don't know Mexican states and I don't know Canadian territories.
I feel like we know Canadian provinces as a general public in America. Like you've heard of Nova Scotia.
I've heard of Nova Scotia.
You know that's Canada.
But I can't point it out. Like, I will look at like non-Americans trying to fill out an American map. They'll get Florida, Texas, New York, California. Some will get like Washington, Maine. I couldn't do a Canadian map.
I mean, that's unfortunately normal, but Ontario,
Yes.
British Columbia, you
Sure.
probably know
The
Prince
Northern
Edward
Territories.
Island. Yeah. And most Americans can't fill out a U.S. map.
That's a shame.
That is sad. And like academically successful Americans
Yeah.
don't know where Missouri is.
I might flip. I'm going to go off my pedestal. I might flip Vermont, New Hampshire. Might do a little flipsy.
Yeah, that does piss me off sufficiently, but I get it. Yeah.
Thank you.
They're very similar.
Which one's on the left?
Vermont.
Okay.
Yeah. So New Hampshire has a tiny coast.
Barely touching the water.
My point is we don't know anything about Mexico. Even American geography buffs, like fucking me.
You don't know shit about Mexico?
People don't know Mexican states.
I know.
There's 32 of them.
Didn't
I
know there
just
were
know that
32.
there's Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca, yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Oaxaca.
Oh,
I know
those
they
are
have Chihuahua.
Oh, those are fucked up.
Aguascalientes to Zacatecas. There's A to Z. There's 2 that begin with Q, including the one I just said. Querétaro.
Starts with a Q.
Yeah, and it's
Is one of them Baja
in Mexico.
California?
Baja,
yeah, there's a Baja California and a Baja California Sur.
I'm in the Baja.
Oh my God.
We just don't know shit about Mexico.
That would be cool if we got both of those.
Yeah, Baja's cool.
Just extend California down.
Mhm. But I feel like we should.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people know how Mexican the U.S. is, but they don't really know how Mexican the U.S. is.
In immigrant wise,
The amount of Mexicans living in America.
how many we got?
38 million.
No fucking way. How many's Mexico got?
Not much more.
Holy shit.
That's the population of all of Canada. We have more, that's bigger than New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts combined. That's how many Mexicans are living in America. We are more Mexican than gay.
no way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a win.
Well, no. What about gay Mexicans? That cancels out. You don't know how many gay Mexicans are in the U.S.
Not a lot.
You don't think so?
Not a lot.
Oh my God. I think there's.
Can you picture one? Can you name one?
Can I name a gay Ricky Martin?
Freddie Grande.
Is that Ariana Grande's brother?
There
That
are
looks
some.
exactly
I
like
think even
Ariana
if-
Grande's boyfriend?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Even if you eliminated it would still be more than gay. There's more Mexicans in America than skinny non-Mexicans.
Really?
Yes. I think our obesity rate is 75%.
Oh no. So wait, how many million obese are there? There's more Mexicans than skinny.
Well, they're not skinny themselves.
No.
So that kind of
Oh,
skews
Lord,
the
no.
data.
Some are
70 million. Was that obese?
Obese. Good God. 35 million men. Okay, so yeah. More Mexicans than skinny men.
Chicago.
Yes.
We are amongst Mexicans.
Yes.
There are 400,000 Mexicans in Chicago.
And for the people listening, you're not complaining.
No, because I'm never bothered by them
Again,
in any way.
right, but okay.
Yeah, we should be more positively affected by them.
Yeah.
We should be amongst Mexicans. We should be
I see
rolling with
Mexicans
at least
every day.
We should statistically be rolling with at least one Mexican when we go to anywhere.
Okay, let's start doing it.
There are more Mexicans. There are more Mexican hoes in Chicago than people in St. Louis. And that's not even counting for Latinas.
Yeah.
There's more Latinas in Chicago alone than people in Milwaukee.
We have more Latinas than Milwaukee has Milwaukeeans?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. If you count all Hispanics, holy shit. And we just discount
we need to raise awareness on this, not for people to be upset about, just for people to know.
No, to enjoy.
Enjoy. You're surrounded by Latinas. If you're listening to this, the odds are it's like a spider being 10 feet away from you. There's a Latina in your walls, at least.
Odds are.
Odds are.
Somewhere in your utility closet.
As far as you could throw a pair of jeans,
yes.
there will be a Latina.
That's a good fact. A pair of Dickies.
Yeah, pair of Dickies shorts and
501s.
high socks.
Yeah.
As far as you can throw of plaid button up. And then like,
We need to invite some Mexicans in. We need to make this house a homie.
yes, they're all. And then we think of like L.A. We picture like David Dobrik.
What? That's what you do? That's what you do when you picture LA?
Well, I think people picture like YouTubers, influencers, models, like Kardashians.
Sure.
LA is Mexicans. LA is just Mexicans.
And again, this is not a negative
No,
rant.
I feel like people envision LA wrong. Like the US is more Mexican than we give it credit.
You think some people think Los Angeles is not Mexican?
I think some people picture like the palm trees, the white fit, tits.
Yeah, titties.
No, LA's an ass city. LA's a natural ass city as much as we think it's the
It's an NAC.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
There's like 4 to 5 million Mexicans in LA. And if you go to LA, you're going to be like outside and driving around. You're only going to see Mexicans because they're the ones who are outside. White people are inside.
Okay.
That's a good point.
And the Mexicans roll deep.
How so? Always with a big
Like
crew?
If like one Mexican has like one item to pick up from the store, he'll bring like 12 of his family and friends. And they'll just roll to
Yeah.
CVS.
They do
And
herd.
I think it's good for community building. It's good for mental health.
Absolutely. They have pretty tight-knit communities.
They have the best food in the world.
Mexico? Wrong.
It's at least tied for first.
Okay, fine.
What are
Why
you
would you
gonna say?
accept that but say aren't wrong?
Well, I think Greek, Mediterranean, olives,
Okay. You can't
Heroes.
use olives
Wow.
as an example for the
Greek food, Mediterranean food
a
is the
plate
best.
of chimichangas or a plate of olives.
Yeah, it's not even.
All right, maybe the worst.
You used olive as an example.
Mediterranean
for
food is the best food.
peak
Mediterranean food is the best food.
of gastronomical pleasure is olives and yeah. Mediterranean is good, but I think Mexican is the tastiest.
What was that noise?
Go make
Was
it a
that you
point.
like? Were you
Rudy,
chalking
he's
up?
looking at me.
Get
Rudy
my
did
back
not back
for
his
one
nose.
second.
He knows that I should be coming in and swooping in.
You lip smacked and like leaned towards him, and he didn't do shit.
It's because Mexican food shits on everything. It's the best.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's the best. It's the most accessible. It's affordable. It's
And it's the most accessible because
I've been amongst Mexicans.
they're
my whole
everywhere.
life.
99. This is a real fact. 99% of Americans live near a Mexican restaurant. In the
That's
same,
not that crazy. It's not that crazy.
is it not? Oh,
I mean, near. What's near mean?
near is vague, but I think it means like the same county.
Okay.
You can drive. You can like.
But I bet you could say it for Italian.
You can drive. I don't know about that.
What?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like if you go to like Clarksburg, West. Oh yeah, that's a bad example. They have lots of Italians.
Your first example.
Yeah. I can't think even like Biloxi, Mississippi will have an Italian
Like,
restaurant.
you can go to like a small hodunk town, and there's going to be a Mexican restaurant.
It's podunk. Not Brittany Griner.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hodunk.
But yeah, like where we grew up, there weren't Latinos.
I grew up next to one.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't want to say his name.
But there was
because
like we didn't.
it's pretty. He was next door to Vincent Gu. He had big bells in his front yard. He wrestled.
Oh, my boy.
yes.
Kodiak.
Yes. Okay.
He was whitewashed. By
What do you
me,
mean?
By me and the gang.
Oh, he was adopted by a white family. I don't think you did it. You and the gang whitewashed him.
We like fucking listened to Hinder.
Well, yeah, but you know what he does now?
He's a roofer. So
yeah.
Kodiak was
Water found his level.
Kodiak was one of my good friends.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
teammates. Yeah,
Handsome kid.
love that dude. But like, there were no Latinas.
No, there were no Latinas.
There was one.
What? Who?
There was one Mexican girl who moved to Wheeling when we were in high school,
Okay.
and I think her Facebook crashed because the servers couldn't handle all the white boys.
All the white boys. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had the town in a tizzy.
Yeah, because there's never. We've never seen a build like that. We didn't know you could do it.
Mhm.
It was like discovering Spell Sword in Oblivion.
Yeah.
Wait, I can be dangerous and mystical? She was dangerous and
Yeah.
had a fat
I
ass.
could see it being written in like your local paper,
Yeah.
like Latina
Yeah,
hits
the
West
section,
Virginia.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Latina.
Breaking news.
like
I went to
El
a quinceañera.
I never spoke to her, and you didn't either. Don't Rudy.
I feel like I did though.
Oh, come on.
You're hoping you're.
Can you look up the Hispanic population in Wheeling, West Virginia?
No, I didn't.
It might pop up with her Facebook. That's it.
the Latina of West Virginia?
When she moved there, my boy Cleveland went fucking nuts.
It's like the ghost of Kiev, dude.
Dude, yes, dude. I remember Cleveland was like, it was a big day.
It was a big year. She moved. She only was there for a year, I think.
Yeah.
People would go to like the football games to watch her in the stands from the visitors section. Yeah, I didn't speak to her.
No, of course you didn't. Kyle.
409, and that's all like the employees of Mexican restaurants. That's
Yeah.
the staff of our 3 to 4 Mexican restaurants.
What were our 3? That's not a joke.
We had El Paso.
Which is just a town in Texas.
Yeah,
That's Tex-Mex.
that wasn't a good name.
We have the one in Moundsville that nobody can say the name of. People at home trying to say Acapulco,
They could.
they just give up. Alka something.
Mhm.
They're like
Yeah.
too tough. They're too afraid to come off as gay to say something in a different language.
That is true, and that applied to the name Kyle, which is like phonetically kind of gay. So dudes, every West Virginian would say Kyle.
Kyle,
They didn't want to 2-syllable it.
you think your name's phonetically gay?
Kyle.
I mean, if you say it,
Say it toughly.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, it's just not.
You think it? I guess Kylie is a girl's name, and that's just one more e.
I don't think it's a masculine name.
Kyle. There's no girl's name Kyle.
I'm saying it's not like a conventionally masculine name for a man. The sound Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know.
K stuff, yeah. KY.
Ugh. Eee. That's beat off lube.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tiny little break to talk about our friends, our best friends over at the Game Time app. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets. Just know you're going to get the best prices, the easiest app interface, the UI, the UX. Going to a concert should be about the show, not about the stressful process of getting the tickets, waiting in this virtual line. That's why we use Game Time, which is the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. I'm going to AC/DC on Memorial Day.
Oh my God, what a show at Soldier Field.
That's right. Angus Young.
Mm-hmm. And you can get that same ticket, if not a better one.
Probably better.
That's Saturday, May 24th. And yeah, it's with the tap of a phone screen, you can have one of your best memories ever in 15 to 20 seconds.
Why not do that? It's so easy. What are you waiting for? Go buy those. The White Sox play the Cubs this week.
Little crosstown rivalry.
Very cool. You can go to that for $64 at Wrigley. Unbelievable. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code UNTOLD, UNTOLD, for $20 off your purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account, redeem code UNTOLD, UNTOLD, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. A new Untold story is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which it really adds up fast. With BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you can get quality care at a price that makes sense, and it can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. Everybody's feeling stress, everybody feels anxiety, but you can help it, and it's I don't want to say easy to solve it, but it's easy to get somebody to talk to about it. Mm-hmm. And that's on BetterHelp. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Your well-being is worth it. Visit betterhelp.com/new today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/new.
I went to a quinceañera.
You went to a quinceañera?
I was in the court of a quinceañera.
I saw a girl recently in a quinceañera dress at the Lincoln Park Zoo sitting. She had the longest dress. It was like 12 feet behind her, sitting like on this boulder in the middle of the park. There was nobody around her.
No photographer?
Nothing. She was sitting alone. I don't know if that's some sort of tradition. She has to sit on this rock.
Sitting on a rock?
Alone for a little? What is that, 16 years old or 15?
15.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in the court, which is like essentially like the groomsmen, I guess.
Okay.
But this girl that sat next to me in math class was like, "Do you want to come to my quinceañera?"
Oh, she had a crush on you?
How old were you?
15.
Did you have pubic hair?
Come on. What?
Honestly, dude, I think at that time, yeah. Like I had
Same.
stubble.
I did too.
I had stubble.
Oh, I didn't have to wear deodorant until my sophomore year of high school. I wasn't even like sweating.
I was late too.
I wasn't even sweating from like my.
Yeah.
But that was the first time we had to go to her house and practice the dances, because it's like this. You do this like whole dance routine at the quinceañera.
Was she your girlfriend?
No, she's a friend.
Who did
Karen,
the first dance with her?
Karen?
Yeah, her name was Karen.
Her name was
With a
Karen.
Q or?
Yeah, it had to have been.
It was shocking, I know, but she was 100% authentic. I know, but Karen was kind of strange. But then that was where first time I had watermelon with tahini.
Oh, nice.
I remember they gave it to me at the house.
Very
I was like,
pleasant.
What the fuck is this? Putting spicy shit on
I every once in a while will buy just a loose Ziploc bag from a Mexican family with a cart.
Yeah.
A roller. It's pretty good.
Dude.
Yeah, mango
it's
with tahini.
super good. I'd wear a pink
I'll just take
tuxedo.
the mango. Like, don't put the spice on it. I love the taste of mango. Don't
You've talked about mango a good bit.
don't season my mango.
You don't want your mangoes.
Yeah.
But what if it like it's a unique sensation? It's not like
Right, yeah.
I don't want every mango to be spiced.
Yeah.
It's just a mix up. But your issue with Kyle is that it sounds feminine. So is that why you
People at home, I guess, yeah, they wouldn't.
Is that why you when you made your Oblivion character, you were focused on making a masculine name?
I just think that's par for the course for like a warrior.
But you were
Dude,
really focused.
That was
on
the
it.
most embarrassed I've ever been, and it's on camera. That reverted me back to high school. We were playing Oblivion on Rudy's stream, and it was me, Kyle, and Rudy, and the fucking Milwaukee Brewers walked in with Big Cat. And Big Cat,
quick.
he knew what he was doing. He looked over like your little wall, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm just like, "Oh fuck." I was like, "We're making a character for Oblivion." He's like, "So you just make guys?" I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
he's like a mage."
The worst is when he was like, "What do you do in this game?" And we were like,
We couldn't tell him.
You save the realm?
All right. Sounds really cool, guys. See ya. Dude, that would be like if, like, when you go to the doctor's office, he's like, "All right, I'm going to step out and let you change." And then, like, if he walked back in and you were trying to get, like, a quick beat off in. Dude, like, that was so, like, we got caught.
We got walked in on being 32-year-old losers.
Yeah.
Yes.
By MLB superstars who were 24.
It was such a swing of emotions too, because like the energy was so high. We were like, "Oh, like the fellas are in here. We're making this character. It's gonna be so sick." And then like it just came into focus what we were really doing.
It makes
so
me realize
quickly.
my likes are not only niche. I go into situations thinking my likes are universal. And I couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah, we were playing fantasy role playing. I was eating string cheese and I was nauseous.
You got sick from the game.
Yeah, the game. You had to leave. You just step away.
Christian Yelich was 2 days off of a game-winning grand slam, and we're trying to make the jawline of our Breton mage. What a nightmare. What a fucking nightmare.
They were being cool. They were like, "Okay, yeah.
Very cool, guys.
Yeah.
All right. And then they just like walked out of the door. Ugh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But
Sal
you made a masculine
Sal got
name.
it. I bet you he
Sal
plays.
Sal understood
man.
the vision. You could see it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let's not. This was after it happened. He was a straggler.
Yeah. Shout out to Sal.
Big shout
Sal
out.
Freik, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
How's why?
So it was a moan. It was
Like a good moan?
yes. Sensational stimuli. To the point where like I had to like temper my excitement a little bit.
You don't have to do that for everything.
You know what? You go like everything, every visual like stimulus was like perfect. Like
Then why
your brain
but, like,
registered it all as like, this is the peak of living.
Okay.
Everything here is what you've always considered paradise.
Yeah. And then why would you temper it? Why would you just dive
Because
in?
like the only thing you can kind of do is lay around and drink. It's like you're not a young man anymore. So it's not, you gotta chill.
You're 32.
What are you talking about? Yeah. What can't you do?
What would you want to? What like if you were 22 there? What would you be doing?
I'd drink like 3 shots and feel like a more invincible Superman and like sing.
You'd sing.
I would like, and I would just be in like, yeah.
So what did you temper there? What did you dial back?
You like, we're going to relax. Like you're not going to experience the peak of pleasures. You're just in.
But
really
you could have. You flew fucking 15 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You earned it.
You paid
And
a
I did.
bunch
I
of
loved
money.
the vacation. Loved it. But there was like, I think day 1, I was on like a crescent shaped beach, golden sand, looking at the sunset from a resort that like Travel and Luxury dubbed the best getaway imaginable.
Did you book it pretty short notice too?
Palm trees and the ocean. And I was like kind of agitated.
Why?
I was just like kind of didn't like the way my toenails looked. Like I hated the sand sticking to the back of my knees. And there was like an infernal figure on my shoulder. This would be way better with THC. You're not going to really enjoy this without weed.
Is that what the devil on your shoulder sounds like? And so did you try get?
You're going to have to do THC to really enjoy this.
That's what your devil was telling you? Did
How
you
about
do
some
it?
psilocybin chocolate? Throw your AirPods in. Listen to Pretty Lights. This isn't perfect.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
Don't convince yourself this is perfect.
And so did you do that?
No, I just like eased up. Let's just enjoy.
So that's what you regret. You regret not taking the THC and
No,
listening to
I'm
Pretty
glad
Lights?
I didn't because I had such strong urges to relapse on cannabis.
So you're off the cannabis again?
Yeah, since January 1st.
Holy shit.
It's real.
So, yeah, you're just clean as a whistle.
It was so nice. Like massages were perfect.
Did you do the massage on the beach?
No one sneezed on your ass cheeks.
No, like this is legit.
Was it who gave you the massage? Male or woman?
My preference for a masseuse,
Male.
like a tough,
Like a
female,
Samoan?
like a rugged.
Oh, a
female.
rugged female.
Yeah.
Like meaty paws.
Yeah, like tough hands.
Was it a couples massage?
Yeah, she
Okay.
was next to me.
Did you like hold hands?
No, we just were next to each other.
Were you afraid to like moan?
No, there was never a point where I was like, I'm gonna moan.
You don't, but like
I can
like a stress relief.
Yeah, no, I felt that. But
I like.
no,
I like
Were
the
you
idea of
dead
setting
quiet
up-
the whole time?
there was never a point where like I can't not moan out loud right now.
I like the
I'm
idea-
not. I don't lack that much discipline.
I like the idea of being
What if you were on the
setting out
THC?
The Amber Alert, being like, I'm gonna moan. I'm gonna.
Like
I'm
before we go into this,
keep
I'm going to
going,
moan,
I'm
but
gonna
it's it's pleasure for sure, but it's not a sexual pleasure.
Don't think of anything of it. I'm gonna.
Would you have been scolded if you moaned?
That would have been like awkward though.
Listen, before we get started.
So you didn't make a single sound.
No, I was in like this parasympathetic state of like pure deep relaxation. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Fuck no,
your
never.
Your relationship with enjoying things is so bizarre.
You don't allow yourself to enjoy things because you're too busy classifying
I'm
it.
a dietitian when it comes to pleasure. Like I look at life like there's like, oh, this is good.
You
and
break
then
down pleasure to its purest
there's
form.
the peaks of pleasure.
But you're
What's
saying like I'm not
parasympathetic?
gonna. You're always saying like I'm not gonna enjoy these things to their fullest extent because that's too much of a universal good, and you have to have the the bad with the good to fully put the good in focus. But then you also describe a massage, which is just a generally enjoyable thing, as like a deeply euphoric relaxation. So you are experiencing
Look it up.
peak pleasure.
Yeah.
Look what up.
With a massage, like look up parasympathetic plus deep relaxation. It's like a known feeling of pure bliss.
What's parasympathy?
It's like this, your nervous system relaxes to a state where, I mean, you feel so relaxed, like to the point where it couldn't be better.
So is that a good or a bad thing?
Did you listen to him? It's the best thing.
But like, it seems like it did more harm than good.
What did it harm?
You immediately think that this is the peak, and it's. Are you like you're going to be chasing that high?
No, I wasn't chasing it. It's just like an hour of like green 3.
Green 3.
Zone 3 pleasures are the peak of pleasures that aren't.
Is this a real thing?
That aren't too temporary.
Is this a real thing? Or is this something?
I classify.
Okay. Green 3
with no downside.
Is it green, yellow, red on this chart?
A red 3 would be like doing a hard drug.
But still a pleasure?
Obviously it's a pleasure, but it comes with a downside.
So what's a red 1?
A red 1 would be like probably like a nicotine pouch.
Okay.
It's unhealthy.
But even red is still a pleasure.
Yeah, they're all like zone 1.
So I'm going to give you a pleasure. Can you classify it for me?
Mm-hmm.
Masturbation.
Masturbation is a green 1.
Really? I think I'd yellow too.
Well, it is a yellow.
It's just green and red.
I guess if you do it long enough, it can be a green 2.
What?
But a green 1 is, or a red 1 is an extremely fleeting pleasure. Like it's eating a cookie.
Okay.
Like you're going to experience.
But there's shame that comes with both masturbation and cookie.
But not really. It's not. There's not going to be like a biological downside.
Cookie, yes.
Cookie, yes. Like, but if you're like in a calorie deficit, like me, like no, like it's if anything the cookie.
I'm so sorry for throwing yellow into this.
Yeah.
Okay. Cigarette.
One cigarette.
Yeah.
Is a red 1.
Red 1. What about Philly cheesesteak?
It's a green 1, but if you're like you're a slow eater, it could be a green 2. Okay, you take your time with it.
1 to 2 is just length.
Like if you take like 20 minutes eating a Philly cheesesteak, like some type of bitch, like that's enough time to classify it as a 2.
But also masturbation, you were doing it longer to get it up to 2 as well.
If you stretch it out, it'd be a 2. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. The listeners, can we make a chart for the people to?
I can make a chart.
Okay, that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Also on your flight, did you draw Mook this year?
I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry.
But you classified the cities.
I did rank them by population.
Was there anything surprising to you?
Surprising to me? No, because it's my facts.
Yeah, sure.
I was yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, nothing that you disputed. This can't be true.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. I'm in the day 3 of a juice cleanse, but it's bad.
You haven't let up?
I ate a bowl. I ordered a sandwich for lunch yesterday.
So you're on day 0 of a juice.
All right. But that was most of my meals have been juice.
Yeah, but you can't say you're on day 3.
I'm on day 3 of drinking juice every day.
But
you had a sandwich? Oh, gee. Amongst
a sandwich.
Amongst sandwiches.
Sandwich.
Okay.
Don't pluralize it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Sandwich definitely negates that.
The sandwich was a green 1, juice fast, red 3.
Green 1.
Yeah.
Juice fast is a red 3.
Red 3.
But that red can turn to green from the outcome because you're trying to make.
I'm not allowed to have my own opinions.
So you
on this made up pie chart.
Red 3.
Yeah.
A red 3 is a fucking meth bender. It's very long in length and very unhealthy.
Yeah, this.
And very pleasurable.
Oh, not pleasurable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
What are you trying to get out of it?
My stomach's been a fucking mess.
Gut health.
An absolute mess. Gut health is a tricky bitch. Mm-hmm. It's impossible to find a balance. You've been working on it too, right? You've been probioticing?
No. I was on a kefir phase.
Yeah.
My gut's been fine. I don't know why.
Mine's been... I'm not like a stinky fart guy, as of now, have been, but they're also not making... That sounds like a parcel tongue. instead of like just hisses out.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
It sounds like an evil
yeah.
magic snake.
Like a
Yes.
noxious like spray.
Sure.
Mist.
That's not a spray.
That could be a good thing though, because it is a cleanse.
Yeah.
Bro, my boy in Denver keeps telling me to do colonics. He says it's like the greatest thing he's ever done.
Is that spraying stuff up?
No, that's evacuating your ass.
Okay, but yeah, I do that
Like
often.
Like you go in there and it's like you go to a Jiffy Lube and they put you up on
Mhm.
like a rig and they just go into
There's
your
coffee ones.
He does that too.
Coffee enemas.
He said that's the next level.
Really?
Green 2 probably.
I wouldn't mind doing that if there
He
could
said
be
it's
something.
amazing. He said
Yeah.
it's pretty shocking. And
Sure, it's
disgusting,
it's hot coffee sprayed up your butthole.
But he said it's like
Yeah,
he said he feels
pretty
incredible.
shocking.
He says it feels incredible.
I believe that.
Like afterwards. But it's like
yeah, I believe that too.
Do you get a caffeine like?
I don't
do you
know.
get the-
That'd be a boost. That'd be nice.
I think so.
It's crazy that like anything that you can input into your body would be more efficiently done through your ass.
It's just a better mouth.
Apparently, dude.
Yeah, just like a droplet of booze.
But it can't taste.
But it can
It's not a better
It's
mouth.
more accepting.
Actually, a mouth that can't taste.
That would be-
Everybody would eat so healthy.
It's a more efficient
yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
An ass is a significantly better. We're going to evolve to be mouthless.
Right. And when it comes to like medicine and substances, like would you want to taste vodka?
No,
So, is that
that was Mook fart.
No,
I had the
that
fart.
was Mook using his asshole.
That was Mook talking shit out of his new mouth. Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Even like kissing would be more fun. Just making out in the credits of a movie.
it would be it'd be more simple.
It wouldn't be more simple.
Dude, I can't.
How would it be more simple?
There's no like it's just two perimeters.
That's what a mouth is.
A mouth has tongue and lips and
Yeah, that's
teeth
true.
and
Yeah, an
do-
asshole is just a
there's different
perimeter.
techniques. What different techniques could you do if you made out with your asshole?
I think it would have to be more of like a friction kind of thing, where like there would have to be like a up and down or a circle movement.
Yeah, that would be the worst thing to hear. Like a girl you like or a girl you used to date, and you're like, "What'd they do?"
She made out with this dude at the movies.
What'd they do? they made their kissed
It
assholes.
was just a kiss.
They kissed assholes.
I was drunk.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't
A
say that.
sloppy drunk ass kiss.
They kissed assholes. Come on, dude. Please, no. Please say psych. Come on, dude. Yeah. Have you ever had anything shoved up your ass?
No. Next.
I had it once. Medically.
I used to have I had medicine. I forget what I had a bronchitis or some shit that I had to be home for school for a week, and I had to have a wax stick that would like melt. I had to lay on my stomach and have a wax stick like melt down into me.
What is this? A witch
that sounds
do
like
this to
a
you?
fucking fetish.
No,
I never took medicine.
That's like what Jordan
via
Belfort
ass.
Moon,
does.
can you look up like a wax stick,
wax stick
suppository? Dude, and you had to like use your body heat had to melt it down into the butt. I remember that, but I didn't think about that. Adult suppositories. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was like that. Was it just a laxative? I just remember a wax stick
All right,
that I had to lay on my stomach. It wasn't,
I haven't had any wax sticks in my.
but it wasn't shoved. I don't like the fucking verb shoved. Placed.
Gently inserted.
Gently placed
Gently
deep in my
penetrated.
ass.
It melted into your ass.
Yeah, it melted. It oozed in.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've never put no, I think you almost have to that shit can't happen on accident.
No.
It's a pretty strong threshold.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about roast sparks for a little sec.
You taking this one? Are you doing a cool ad?
No, fine. They're
No, dude, no, take it cool, dude. Be cool.
All right, this roast spark stuff it's actually mad cool. It's 2-in-1. It's a prescription, and it makes you harder and stronger in the dick. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue. Getting hard faster means having more fucking sex.
Yes.
And after they dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. That's it. Roast sparks can give guys thicker, longer erections than they usually have, which is quite the deal.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah, they're
Thicker
awesome.
and longer. Yeah.
Yeah, thicker and longer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. and a guaranteed erection at that. It won't go away. I mean, it's just like the premier and predominant way of having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Probably masturbating too.
Yep, I thought that.
It's active in your system for 36 hours. So you can go back to back to back, round after round, and be ready for the next morning. So yeah, this is the ideal way to play for men. It's Rose Sparks. And with Rose Sparks, you can get the erection you've always wanted. Ro connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation with in-person providers, even though I don't think it's awkward to want harder, thicker erections, regardless of your sexual status. If approved, treatment ships directly to your door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at ro.co/untold to find out if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. I bet they are. That's ro.co/untold. $15 off your first order.
Okay, guys, Derby week is here. Gentlemen, suit up in your sharpest. Ladies, let those wide-brimmed hats turn heads. The race is on. But who will rise above the rest and be crowned king of the track? Find out on the DK Horse app. That's the #1 downloaded horse betting app. DraftKings is turning up the thrill with the King of the Track promotion. Here's how to get in. Head to the DK Horse app, opt in, and bet 5 or more on a horse to win the Derby. If your pick crosses the finish line first, you'll win a share of the $1 million prize pool. That's unbelievable. Just opt in, bet $5 or more, and then you will be in on the King of the Track. Who will reign supreme? Download the DK Horse Racing app and use code UNTOLD, UNTOLD, on DK Horse. Bet $5 or more on a horse to win the Derby, and your shot at a piece of 1 million big ones. Only on DraftKings, the crown is yours. Aura frames. The #1 thing your mom wants from you is to call her. This Mother's Day, you can give her the call, of course, and you can give her the Aura digital picture frame. Everybody has a favorite photo of their family. Mine's my family standing in front of Alcatraz. And it only lives on our phones and in an old dusty photo album, but now it can live in full brightness, big screen on an Aura frame. It's been named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter and featured in 495 gift guides last year. So the next time you need to call your mom, you can also send her a new pic of you from that trip you're telling her about right from your phone onto her frame. Or as a great deal for Mother's Day, for a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver mat frame. That's auraframes.com, promo code UNTOLD. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions do apply.
But yeah, I had it for like when I had my appendicitis. They put like a little tube in my ass and then shoved fluids up it.
No kidding.
For the CT scan.
That probably wasn't too bad.
It was pretty fucking awful.
Really?
Well, it was awful. I mean, that was uncomfortable and really weird because you could feel the liquid go in the opposite direction up your intestines.
Yeah.
And then they put iodine in your IV to give contrast to the image, and it makes it feel like you're literally burning from the inside out.
Oh, that's probably not great.
And so I was just like this 13-year-old, 12-year-old kid just on this table. And the guy beforehand was very matter of fact. Where he's like, listen, it's going to feel like you're going to have to take a huge shit on my table. Don't shit on my table.
Really?
I was like, okay, dude.
This is for appendicitis?
Yeah. This is to determine if you have.
Do people shit on the table?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't. But I puked on the table.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
That's
man.
that's better. That's
People
better.
describe appendicitis like
The worst
It's like
pain.
that, ruptured spleen, kidney stone, drowning.
Drowning hurts?
And not being able to breathe while suffocating underwater.
But I thought you kind of just pass out.
It does hurt like shit.
I actually read a description that made me way more comfortable with the idea of drowning.
You're not going to drown, dude.
A dude who drowned and was miraculously saved, like wrote up how he felt during it.
Can you drown and survive?
Yeah.
You can come back.
He came back up like he was drained of the water.
Okay. You can't be electrocuted and survive. You can be shocked, but electrocuted means death?
I don't know that.
No, you can.
You're
I mean,
thinking
there's
of
people that have been hit
executed.
by lightning.
No, I'm not thinking of
that have
execute.
lived.
There
But it's not electric. I think.
I mean, that's being electrocuted.
Yeah, you could be electrocuted.
Dude, there's dudes on the
and
electric chair that just eat those.
Then they're not electrocuted. They were shocked.
electrocute. You think that implies
Death.
death?
Yeah, but like this, they're still
Injure or kill.
So
Okay, shit.
Injures.
I've just been really wrong this whole show.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Legendary correction.
Wait, no, look. When an electric shock is fatal, providers call it electrocution.
Ooh, little good job, Nick.
There we go. I needed that so bad. Low voltage electric shocks. There we go. There we go.
Interesting.
1 to like 78.
1 to 78.
It's like the score of today's episode. I finally got one.
Oh yeah,
Finally got one.
I've been up. Yeah, but he said he was drowning, and once he got to the point where he knew he was fucked and he accepted his impending doom, the survival instinct of fear lost its function, so he no longer was afraid.
While he was under the water.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, I hope my family's good.
Wow.
So yeah.
I just know there's a scene that stuck with me from the movie Pearl Harbor. The big Jack dude, when the ship was going down, he couldn't get out. I remember seeing him, instead of breathing in to hold his breath, he exhaled and then went underwater and just inhaled all the water. That sits with me.
Dude, that scene, I hated that scene.
Yeah.
It fucked me up.
Drowning scenes fucking fuck me up. I can't do it.
You don't want to drown next to it.
Have you ever watched the movie Sanctum? It's a cave diving movie.
Fuck that. I don't do spelunking.
It scares the shit out of me. I've seen it a few times. You should watch it.
Spelunking is so terrifying.
Yeah.
Spelunking, but cave diving is that's like you're guaranteed dying.
That's crazy.
It does have a high death rate.
Mm-hmm.
That and like wingsuit.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I'd rather go out. Yeah, I'd rather
You think
go out
that's
wingsuit.
fun?
I'd rather go out wingsuiting
Than
in like downward dog in some cave.
There was that video I think I saw in E-Bomb's World of a dude hitting like a bridge pole, like a bridge, and just hit it and just was like turned to mist.
See, but then that's so much better than just like dying in some cramped cave.
Being instantly mystified.
Being mystified.
That dude, he was mystified.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, I'd rather go like that for sure.
Huh.
Dude, remember when those so funny to me, I don't know why, but like remember when there was like a cave diving accident and a bunch of kids got stuck in a cave. It was in the Philippines, I think.
And Elon Musk called the guy that saved him a pedophile.
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. Like there was this expert that was like, Elon was like, we got to do it this way. And the expert was like, no, that's not how we're doing it. And he's like, oh, pedophile.
He called him a pedophile.
Well, was he?
No.
No. Yeah, the pedo guy went and saved him.
I like the idea though of anytime anyone disagrees with you, you just call them a pedophile.
That's kind of what people do. That's literally what's happening every single day.
That is true.
That's meta. It's just calling people pedophiles when they disagree with you.
And that's like the richest man in the world. And he's like just saying on his huge platform.
Yeah, the guy just became a hero.
Saved a bunch of kids, but like he didn't do it his way. Pedophile. I mean, wrong, but hilarious and effective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the Sanders prank call.
Yes. I felt bad.
Yeah. I didn't watch it because I know I would just see my similar age self doing that exact thing.
It's pretty fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
But it's not really fucked up. It's a prank call at its base.
I think
it's a prank call. A prank call can't be very fucked up unless they're like, hey, we got you have cancer.
I was trying to get out in front of what I'm about to say next.
Oh, cool.
But hold on, before you get there, that's like comparing like shoplifting to Danny Ocean. Like that's a high level.
Yeah, it's a prank call. Young kids prank call.
I get it.
He's how old?
Shooter?
The kid that prank called.
College.
Like 19, 20.
What have you done?
People that age aren't good.
No,
I was prank calling immorally, and if I came across his number, and I was with boys,
boozing a little bit.
The temptation.
I don't know what I would have done.
I know exactly what you would have done.
I don't think I would have done that.
I think you might have shot a text.
Maybe a text. I don't know. I think it's fucked up. I think the kid is probably definitely a massive scumbag kid.
Sure. Like, because he also like put his dad's job in jeopardy.
Yeah.
That's a little much.
You don't think so?
You think his dad should get fired because he prank called Shedeur Sanders?
He left his number. People are like calling for like the Falcons to lose draft picks over this. It's a prank call.
Yeah.
Fucked up. It's fucked up to do when this guy's at his lowest point. But also, if that's your lowest point, fuck yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True. I didn't watch it. I don't have.
I love the overreactions and I love the underreactions. There's a middle. There's a middle
ground. He's a scumbag kid. That was really stupid and fucked up. But I mean, where does your moral compass lie? If you're like he was getting, if you're fine with like mocking Shedeur for his draft performance, if you're fine with mocking and insulting and dehumanizing NFL players every week, but
people are getting these takes off so they can go viral, and people see that at somebody else's expense. Shedeur's expense. It's the same thing, just a little bit. One's more harsh.
Yeah.
Look at us, moral high road, but also not.
No, not at all.
We should start doing that, where we just give very average takes.
That was a pathetically average take.
This was our take after talking about this for 10 minutes. Was it's bad, but not the worst thing a person can do.
That's where we landed.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Weak ass take.
Brave.
Happy Catholic Schools Week.
Oh,
I think it is. Wasn't that always like the last weeks before summer?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have that, Rudy, going to Catholic school?
Yeah, I talked about it last week, the Catholic school night.
We had week.
We had Catholic school
But-
night.
okay.
One big bash at Six Flags.
Catholic Schools Week, yes.
You went to Six Flags?
Yeah, I talked about it last week.
He wasn't here.
Oh shit, you weren't here. Yeah, we used to. We rented out Six Flags.
That's what you did for Catholic Schools Week?
Nice.
Ours was
We had like pajama parties.
Yeah,
where
we
we
had-
just wore pajamas and laid on the hard floor. And
Yeah,
watched
they were like,
the
you could-
Pope's funeral.
Oh God,
you
dude,
could like
ours was
they were
way
like, all right,
sicker.
pajama party. You could like bring a blanket and a pillow. You went out to the gym,
And you just laid on wood.
laid on
were
the
ju-
wood
you
floor,
were-
and they
you
would
were-
project.
But at
were
least
just
you
a-
were in pajamas.
You're just a refugee.
I guess it was like like a town during a
You just-
hurricane.
Yeah, you just sleep in a
That's what we got to
gymnasium?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had crazy hat day. Every day was something different.
Yep.
Volleyball versus the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
8th graders got to do that.
Wacky relays.
Did you ever do the wacky relays?
Yeah.
Because it was the whole school, and they would choose 2 from each class to compete in all these things.
Mm-hmm.
I won Crazy Hat
a
Day.
champion.
Well, Crazy Hat Day became Hat Day real fast after they banned the upside down visor. Because then it was like, there wasn't many options.
What else can you do?
Mhm. What did you do?
What was the reasoning behind that?
People want a little. Somebody wore like a
I
living
think the
creature on
boys
their
are
head.
too hot.
That's probably what it was. I wore a plunger and won it all. People were just like, "Oh shit!" My head fit it perfectly.
Okay. Yeah. Borderline hilarious.
Thank you. That was the most confident I've ever been walking into any situation. Like, I never walk into things thinking I'm going to come out with a win, except for Catholic Schools Week Crazy Hat Day. Me waltzing in with a plunger. Meanwhile, Kyle has just like a flat brim Tar Heel on.
Oh, not even.
You had a flat brim.
The
blowout.
foot logo hat.
Yeah.
You got a new one, right? Plunger.
Yeah, it was a new
Yeah, I
plunger.
just had to ask. Want to make sure, because that'd be disgusting.
It would be disgusting. And then I think somebody tried to replicate it the year after, and they wore the plunger, and I was like, "Fucking loser!" And then they won.
They won. Yeah.
Back to back.
Back to back plunger won.
Plunger dynasty.
Did you ever do the wacky relays?
Yeah, I did the backwards run.
That was wacky.
Well, yeah.
People were going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was a fun time.
Not really.
What? It was a whole week where like half the day was something.
Yeah, I mean, compared to what we were used to, but like Tootsie Rolls was a fun day. When we got one.
Yeah.
When we had pepperoni parties. We just got a bowl of pepperoni.
Yeah,
We were
that was fine.
neglected
No, like yeah. I guess I don't
of
know.
amusement. I remember winning like big gum.
The big yardstick of gum, but that was for selling magazines.
Oh yeah.
A yardstick of gum.
You got like it was like a yardstick.
Yardsticks.
It was a really hard piece of gum that you could win. This dude came in, a very charismatic dude, and you would have to sell magazines to get a yardstick of gum.
That's what like
It was a
OG,
big
Like,
production.
that's what like just drug addicts used to do back in the day. Like
Sell magazines?
Door-to-door magazines.
Yeah, there's a guy in front of the 7-Eleven I go to. Yeah, that was it, dude. Wait, no, go back.
No,
it was the one that looked like a
more
dog dick.
bland.
No, go right.
It had a
was
white
that.
wrap. It was
Nope,
just
left.
No,
That was it.
no.
That was
It
it.
had a white wrapper and it was just tongue pink. It was the worst.
That was the
gum.
one I recall getting from selling
It looks like beef jerky.
It does look like beef
Does.
jerky. That was exactly it.
But the more you sold, the more yards of gum you got.
Right.
I don't need 40 yards of gum.
I think you got a yard for every like 5 magazine subscriptions. So I would go, like my mom would get some, I would get some. I was guaranteed 2 yards of gum.
Guaranteed.
How long? It wouldn't last very long. The gum itself. Good times.
Again, no.
Hey, come on, man. It's a nice like reward system. It taught us how to prepare for life. Disagree?
Yeah, we just got really high and went to the amusement park.
Well, you were in high school.
Oh, you were younger?
Yeah, this was kindergarten, 8th grade.
Oh, okay. That changes it a lot. I was sitting here being
So like
what
sleeping on the gym
fuck?
floor was awesome.
Yeah, that does.
I mean,
change
it was. Yeah.
I think so. And what else?
What else?
Nick, you said you were down 1 to 77.
Yeah.
You're actually down 2 to 77 because Kyle lost to Rudy on getting here on time today.
Oh, that's right, dude. Rudy got here before you. That's crazy.
Buzzer beater. Buzzer beater. I'm working, trying.
Dude, I did a stand-up show this Sunday.
You what?
I did a stand-up show this Sunday with Mook.
Oh yeah.
I did fucking 10 minutes on vegetables. In hindsight, probably not a good idea. I was like trying to go completely clean, no edginess.
To a Chicago crowd.
Dude, I know, they didn't know what half of them
Why is
were.
this guy speaking Swahili?
Dude, they thought bok choy. They thought I was like making fun of Asians.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, here we go. We're getting into it. Yeah, 10 minutes on veggies, probably not the play.
I fucking loved it.
Thanks, man.
I thought you ended it early.
There are so many more. Dude, so yeah, the goal is I want to have an hour special called Vegetables. And I want it to both be like funny for adults, but very informative for children.
So Veggie Tales.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not like personifying the vegetables. I'm just straight up talking about them.
Mhm.
I'm none of that goofy shit.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about them.
You're doing a TED Talk.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been penning.
I like
You
that.
It was a long stretch of vegetable talk.
I walked out there and that's what people I'm an edgy ass dude. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear my
I
thoughts.
thought it was over. Then you segued to parsnip.
I did
and
segue.
was like,
Don't give away my material, but I did segue to parsnip.
I was like, oh shit.
I did the final punch and I thought it landed and I was like, I smirked because they thought it was done. I looked at my notes and I heard like a sigh of relief from the front row and I was like, fucking parsnips. And then 5 more on parsnip.
I mean, you opened
Did a
on
ve-
too.
Vegetables. Oh, can you say your opening? Nah, say you.
No.
No, it's fine. I
I'll
don't
get
care.
the tape back or whatever you want.
I walked out and I was like, ni hao. And I was like, just kidding. I'm not Chinese. I just got into, then I went right into veggie. Yeah, dude. So like, look out for that. By this time next year, I'm going to have I'm no joke, 1 hour on vegetables.
Perfect.
Dude, if you can do a set on Wild and Out at that set about
Veggies. I want to rent out the Wild and Out. Yeah.
I
want like a really urban set for my special. Come out to like many men and then just go an hour on vegetables.
wearing the green velour suit that Cat Williams wore.
I want to get like the Chris D'Elia neck tat and just like
We got to get you opening for Earthquake with strictly veggie material.
I'm gonna call the special "Triggered?" question mark. Just go and talk straight up clean about veggies.
Yeah. You're wrapped in crime scene.
But like,
tape.
I don't want people to think there wasn't even like vegetable jokes, like somebody who's lost like their motor function.
No.
Nothing like that. I didn't make any chickpea jokes. Straight up veggie talk.
No entendre. It was just
No entendre.
by the book vegetable vegetable talk.
It was
experimental.
It was a solid 5 of veggies.
Before parsnip.
Yeah, before part.
Before parsnip.
Yeah. But Mook, if you want to start hitting the road, I think I'm ready to. I think I can do 30 because I have some scrapped stuff of some like. Some of my notes are. Some of my notes are fucking stupid. Spinach question mark. Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, you could do a vegetable. Vegetables.
I don't want to give away too much of it because I'm still working on it, but I did segue it to a fake vegetable convention.
You did vegetable convention.
That's when people I started were getting a bit weary. but I stuck to my guns.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it'll pay off.
You stayed in the pocket.
I stayed very, very firmly in the pocket.
Yep. Didn't panic.
I think next time I want like a really urban walkout, Keith Urban, and then I want to just like be in overalls and have like the wheat in my mouth. Straight up vegetable humor.
Man,
you crushed Mook.
It was a fun show.
It was tough. It was probably tough to follow. Dude, if you walked out there and you were just like, fuck that, dude, and you went talking about like tubers or like beets.
Well, I mean, you followed a trans woman. With
I did.
vegetables.
You
I did. Yes. She was funny. She was funny and she was very topical. And I was just like, no.
no.
Nobody wants to hear about the fucking times, the modern times, and the changing cultures of the world.
That probably, I mean,
I gave the people what they fucking wanted.
yeah, you brought it back. I mean, the last time someone did a whole like special on vegetables was like in Mesopotamia.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh my God, they were talking crops when they first probably started doing. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
crop
yeah.
and comedy.
Stones,
Oh, yeah.
like different
Maize.
kinds of rocks.
A
Maize.
lot of maize.
Yeah, they're talking about fucking maize.
Nick's bringing it all the way back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
so
dude.
it's nice though because I can just go to like, dude, if you look at like the tabs I have open, it's just Wikipedia pages for various vegetables.
I'm trying to think of a good
A what?
vegetables across coastal America.
And I only do coastal towns.
That's it. So it's almost vacation.
Okay,
Vegetables across coastal America.
dude, I might try to get some other vegetable comics and do like a blue collar comedy tour, Green Thumb comedy tour, and just
It's very relatable. You can pepper it in anywhere.
okay. No, we don't do wordplay like that.
No,
See that you're actually pissed me off a little. We just talk about them. Yeah, I think that was a good job promoting my comedy.
Yeah.
People are going to be dying to come see it.
Oh yeah.
Any housekeeping?
Kyle, you missed Montgomery Bucks County area code. I was actually personally offended that you didn't bring it back this week.
Last week.
Now I know how the people feel.
405,
445.
445.
Montgomery
But
Bucks County.
is it an overlay?
What was your area?
I missed
code?
Bucks County.
Yeah. Philadelphia, Bucks, Montgomery.
That was you.
Might be a tertiary area code because 215.
That's what I'm
is Philly.
saying.
Yeah, 215 267.
But Levittown.
Yes, familiar.
It's like what is it, like the quintessential suburb?
Yes, big like strip malls, but like modern strip malls.
Mm-hmm.
Good school districts.
Querétaro actually is suburbia, much like America.
How do you spell?
It's
Are you talking about the Mexican
the
again?
Mexican city. It's
How do you spell it?
like a suburban.
Whoa, it looks awesome. Look at all those pink arches.
Well, the downtown is like very nice colonial architecture, but then it's like suburban sprawl of carbon copy white homes.
no shit. What's the pop?
The state is about 2.5 million. The city is about
How far down?
600,000. Look at that. I didn't know Mexico had that.
Well, that looks dystopian.
Well, it is definitely
it says
grim.
dystopian.
Yeah.
That's sprawl. That's like Dallas.
Yeah.
I'd love to go. Is it safe?
I think it's safe. It's like one of the nicer, like richer parts of snobbier parts of Mexico.
Okay.
Big in like IT and aerospace. Beautiful.
Wow.
Mountains, canyons,
you gotta get a
flatlands.
passport.
Yeah.
Because you could have gone anywhere in the world that was the distance of that Hawaii flight.
Yeah. I don't know. I got plenty of time, plenty of life.
You just said you weren't a young man at the beginning of it.
I mean, I'm not going to like enjoy the vacations, but I'm going to go.
All right, there. That's all I'm asking, man.
Mhm.
That's all I'm asking. Oh, our area code. Are you seeing that online? We're 304. That's what they call hoes now. They call
I
them
saw
304s.
304s.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
That's what they
Why?
call hoes?
Yeah, they're like, she's a 304. Because I think if you flip it upside down, it spells hoe.
Oh, how did we not know that?
Yeah, but all the internet streamers and all the content houses are inviting 304s over.
You're so good at that.
But like, I know
Oh,
plenty of
shit.
dudes that have 304 tattooed on them.
Uh-huh. They have hoe
That's a
tattoo.
tough bounce.
Yeah. A hoe. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I was 303.
Holy shit! Look at us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were.
And what's
This is the lamest shit ever.
What's-
unfortunately.
Yeah, that is lame. I guess we could probably do that. No, we can't do it.
Yeah, you could do like a.
Not on a finger. That's pretty good. I forget what I was going to say. Anything else?
Food's best when you do takeout.
Let's talk about it.
Is that something you want to vent, or is that all you have?
We could talk about it later.
Well, no, if you want to talk about it now.
You don't go out. You
is
don't
it
go
some-
out to eat for the food experience. Food's best in your home.
Food is best in your home, but sometimes food doesn't travel well.
I kind of felt
I want it fresh out of the kitchen.
I felt guilty for not hitting any of the restaurant recommendations in Hawaii, but I like to eat the best food experiences in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
When we were in New York, I DoorDashed everything to the hotel.
When you can take a bite, yes, and then lay in bed, and then go back and take some more bites.
No,
then
no,
lay
I
in
like
bed,
eating. No, what?
Get naked if you want. Listen to music.
I don't want to eat naked.
You can sing.
I don't want to crumb on my.
I don't want to wait for the server. Wait for the check. Sit down upright.
The wait for the check. I am ready. As soon as I'm done eating, I'm ready to go from restaurants. I get like anxious. I just want to be home. But you get the food immediately. Refills, browsing the dessert menu.
Just get a platter of your favorite food, whether it's from a grocery store or a supermarket or like a Kroger,
But
and then bring it home, put it on the table, take bites, go lay down.
But there's no dessert on a whim. And there's some things. I just had Basil Leaf Cafe here, and they had a gluten-free cinnamon gnocchi on ice cream, hot.
And you had to eat that sitting up.
She wouldn't let us take it to go.
Yeah.
She said you can't take
And you
that
had
to
to
go.
wait for it in between the entree. And
So
Okay.
you just want to graze.
I want to graze, lay down, maybe get
And
in
you
my
don't-
underwear, get my boxers.
Well, eating naked, I don't get.
Listen to music on the speaker. Pause to look at short form video content and go back,
Yeah.
take bites of other shit,
So wait, you're
get single pies, graze on those,
single pies.
like individual cream pies, with banana.
When was the last time you got a
In
individual-
Hawaii, I'm saying what I did in Hawaii. Instead of going to these awesome restaurants, I got the fresh poke, I got the Japanese fried chicken, I got the cream pies, the masaladas, put it all on the table, eat, lay down,
Yeah.
go back to the table. That's the way to do it.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Sign us off.
There we go. There's it.